You ever hear a guy's name in matchmaking talk and instantly feel bad for whoever they put across from him? That's Ilia Topuria. 17-0, former featherweight king, current lightweight champ. He's beaten a living legend, a fan favorite volume machine, and one of the most dangerous submission artists in MMA history, and made all of them look like they were fighting uphill in a blizzard. I've been around this game long enough to know some fights are hard, some are bad ideas, and then there's fighting Ilia Topuria. That's not a career move, that's a career detour. And here's why. The pressure game. Ilia's pressure isn't just about walking forward. Plenty of fighters do that. This is calculated, suffocating control of space. His half steps are like closing elevator doors. By the time you realize you're trapped, there's nowhere to go. Take his fight with Josh Emmett. Emmett's a seasoned knockout threat, a guy who can crack with either hand. Ilia didn't give him a second of respect for that power. He walked him into the fence, cut off every escape lane, and made the Octagon feel like a phone booth. Once Ilia owns the center, you're fighting his fight. The power you don't see coming. In MMA, power isn't about looking strong. It's about delivering force without warning. Ilia's shots are short, compact, and deceptively fast. He doesn't swing for the fences, he just lets the mechanics do the work. Look at his knockout of Ryan Hall. No big windup, no looping haymaker, just a perfectly timed short right hand that shut the lights off. That's the danger with Ilia. Even the shots that look like rangefinders can end your night. You can't brace for what you can't see. The grappling trap. A lot of fighters come in thinking wrestling will solve the Topuria puzzle. It won't. His defensive grappling is tight, and his offensive grappling is lethal. Against Damon Jackson, a strong grappler in his own right, Ilia dictated every clinch and scramble. He's also got real submission chops. Arm triangle choke finish of Bryce Mitchell in the UFC, anaconda choke to win gold back in Cage Warriors. And even when he's not locking something up, the threat alone makes guys hesitate on their entries.
When people see a guy who can strike like you do, they kind of forget about the ground game. You know, they forget that your ground game is very elite too.
That split-second pause is all he needs to sprawl, stuff, and punish. The mean factor. Ilia isn't dirty, he isn't reckless, he's mean. There's intent behind everything he throws. He doesn't just want to beat you, he wants to make you question why you're in there. Bryce Mitchell learned that the hard way. Ilia started investing in body shots, and you could see the fight draining out of Mitchell's face. That's the kind of punishment that doesn't just hurt in the moment, it lingers. The mind games. Ilia's mental warfare isn't loud or over the top, it's conviction. He carries himself like the result is already decided, and when you're looking across the cage at someone who's never lost, never been broken, and has finished 15 of 17 opponents, you start to wonder if he's right. He told the world exactly how he'd beat Volkanovski, Holloway, and Oliveira, and then he went out and did it. That's not bravado, that's a pattern. No safe archetype, strikers, ask Jai Herbert. He had length, a sharp jab, even dropped Ilia with a head kick in round 1, and still got knocked out in round 2.
That's how you finish. Look at this jab, right hand misses to the body, just like his fight against Damon Jackson, and the right hand.
Volume machines. Max Holloway came in as the iron-chinned, pace-pushing king. Ilia became the first man to knock him out. Elite technicians. Alexander Volkanovski, one of the most cerebral fighters ever, got clipped and stopped in the second round.
Beautifully there.
Submission wizards. Charles Oliveira, the UFC's all-time submission leader, was flatlined in under 3 minutes.
Well, he's already busted up. Out cold.
A man of his word.
Oh my goodness.
When you've beaten elite representatives of every style, it's hard for the next guy to sell the idea he's the answer. The aftermath. Losing to Ilia isn't just a mark in the loss column. Physically, you leave the cage beat up. Mentally, you're immortalized as part of his highlight reel. Bryce Mitchell didn't just need time off to heal, he needed time to rebuild confidence. That's the hidden cost of facing a fighter like this. The razor-thin path to beating him. If there's a way to beat him, it's narrow. You have to survive the first 7 minutes. That's when he's at his most dangerous. You need to invest in the body early because headhunting just gets you countered, and you have to feint with discipline to make him hesitate. Even if you do all of that, you still have to fight a perfect fight, and Ilia has a way of forcing mistakes from even the most composed opponents. Future matchups. Now that he's lightweight champ, the names being thrown around are dangerous in their own right. Islam Makhachev has the wrestling and control to pose problems, but Ilia's sub-threat and power make it a volatile fight. Justin Gaethje would turn it into chaos, but chaos is exactly where Ilia thrives. And at featherweight, if he ever goes back down, Volkanovski is there. Volk reclaimed the vacant featherweight title by beating Diego Lopez, so there's unfinished business waiting. Here's the thing. Fighting Ilia Topuria isn't just about matching skills. You're not showing up to a sparring session. You're stepping into a storm that's already moving towards you. You've got to deal with pressure that feels like the walls are closing in. Power that shows up out of nowhere and makes you wonder what just hit you. Grappling that punishes every mistake, and a mindset so unshakable it feels like you're wrestling with destiny itself. And on top of that, he's got this mean streak. Not cheap shots, not dirty tricks, just a willingness to make you pay for every second you spend in front of him. Unless you've got something he's never seen before, and the chin, lungs, and nerve to survive long enough to use it, you're not just leaving with a loss. You're leaving with a reminder of him every time you roll out of bed sore for the next month. So yeah, fighting Ilia Topuria sucks. If you're feeling the vibe, hit that subscribe. I'm Reggie Cross for Behind the Lines, and remember, hype fades, legacy don't. Peace.
745